I had a couple of technical difficulties getting online here. I'm going to just look for our leading edge discussions. Make sure we are, in fact, live. Let's see. Natalia, I can see you. We are live. We are, in fact, live. Fantastic. Okay. Cool, cool. Can you guys just give me a heads up and let me know you can hear me, okay? I see Lorraine, I see Christine Beaudry and Michelle Goodwin. I feel like this is Romper Room. I see Michelle Susie, I see Natalia. Hi, Christine. So it sounds like you guys can hear me. Michelle, you can hear me. That's awesome. Good, good, good. Hi, Ann Anderson. So I have a confession to make. There's a new, Facebook has like reconfigured Facebook Live. So I'm going to have to go back and kind of look into it. But I just went to go live and it was this whole new interface. I said, take me back to the original. And they actually had me go live in my own personal page. So you might see a funny video there. That's why I was a little bit late. How is everybody? Who else? There's 14 people. If you just joined, please let me know you're here. Give me a thumbs up, a hello. Let me know you are here. My phone is doing all this. It's crazy. Ben is here. Annette, thank you. You can awesome. Nune, Stephanie Mitchell. I like having this opportunity. I can hear. That's awesome. Megan. Hey, Megan. Judy Durling. Susanna. Oh my God, this is so exciting. This is fun. That's great. Awesome. Steve Chuha is here. So this is like uncharted territory. Isn't it like the strangest thing? Can you guys, are you guys with me? This is like the strangest. But how much do you love having Linda O with accountability at 9:30 in the morning? I'm loving it. I'm loving, loving, loving it. How many of you guys think we should actually continue to do that past coronavirus and just keep doing it every single day? I think it would be the death of Linda, but we could do it. It's really fun. I mean, I'm thinking back to like, I'm just going to give a couple people time to get back on. So I'm just going to tell you what's going on in my brain. I'm thinking back to like 9/11. And while we weren't on lockdown, everything shut down. Do you remember everything was completely shut down? And I just remember how, biggest thing I remember from 9/11 is how we came together as friends, as small communities, and as a country, and how incredibly and powerful that was. I'm totally getting a little political and philosophical here, but we've been such a divided country for the last couple of years that I'm just feeling like this is a little bit of a gift, and a reason for us to come back together as a community to re-engage, even though it's online. What the heck, you know? Any way that we can potentially re-engage and reconnect, I think, is an incredible gift. So, okay, with that, I wanted to come on here. I won't take more than a half an hour. And I thought it was a really good time for us to talk about social media, because so many of you are already really super engaged in social media. But now is the opportunity to take it to that next level and to do the things that you've been saying that you want to do. The things that, you know, maybe you were a little scared to do, like video. Now's the time to put those things into play, because this is your opportunity, and sort of it's a necessity to stay in touch with your past clients and your SOI. So before we get into social media, and I have some great ideas for you guys to think about implementing over the next 30 days. I just want to reinforce what Linda talked about this morning. And she's adding some things to this list. But your productivity and your ability to continue to run your business is of the utmost importance, right? We are probably going to see a slowdown, but if you guys do these things, if you do the things that you need to do to stay in touch with your people, you will see through the slowdown. And after the slowdown, all of that business will come to you. So what you do in the next 30 days is going to be critical to the rest of your year and the success of the rest of your year, right? Okay, so these are the things that Linda talked about today that she is going to make us all accountable for. Number one, make 3 calls a day. Number 2, write 3 personal notes. Number 3, make 1 virtual pop-by a day. And this is actually an idea that came from Kate Cody. She gave us this idea yesterday. And that is go on Amazon and send a craft kit, maybe an educational resource. Maybe it's something as simple as a candle or some, hand soap and hand lotion, and send, to at least 1 client a day. The other thing you could do for a virtual pop-by is send a gift certificate to a local restaurant or a local business. That is a great way to continue to support your local businesses. Number 4 is to increase the number of people you have on neighborhood news. Here's my recommendation with neighborhood news. I have 2 recommendations. The first one is for any people within your SOI who are not already signed up, put an email together and send, first of all, sign all those people up on neighborhood news, and then send them an email and let them know that you have done it or that you're going to do it. Let them know that it provides phenomenal local market information, and who doesn't love to know what their neighbor's house is selling for. And that if they so choose, if they're bombarded with emails, which we all are, and they don't want to receive it, that they can unsubscribe, no pressure, no obligation, and no hard feelings. I think that is probably the single best way to get the most number of people on your neighborhood news. And again, it's totally okay to sign them up, send them an email, letting them know that you're doing it. And that is okay to unsubscribe if they don't want to, if they want to. I'll bet most people are not going to unsubscribe because it's a phenomenal report that comes out once a month. I love it. It's interactive. You guys know it's a great tool. So that's one way you can sign people up on neighborhood news. The other way is to add the link in your social media and invite people through Facebook, Instagram. Instagram's tough because you can't do URLs, but Facebook or LinkedIn are 2 great social media platforms to link to your neighborhood news and get people to sign up. So those are the 2 ways. And then the 5th thing that Linda suggested for homework is to post something on social media, and that's really what we're going to talk about today. So for those of you who just joined, I'm just going to run through these 5 things that Linda talked about today. Number 1 is to make 3 calls. Number 2 is to write 3 personal notes. Number 4 is to Number 3 is to make 1 virtual pop-by through Amazon or a local business. Number 4 is to increase the number of people you have on neighborhood news. And number 5 is to post something on social media. So how are we doing here? Got more people. Babel, hey Babel. Hi Kellen Sheehan. Linda, hi Rad. Judy During, love it. Nune says yes. And Gregorio, yes. Stephanie Saunders, how are you? Stephanie Mitchell, great point. Murray joined. Andy, Maureen, Elise Scully, Terry Kirkland, Kathy Coates, Ruthie Gagney, and Elise says hi. So, my God, I love having you guys all on here. Okay, I promised only 30 minutes, so let's get to the social media stuff. Okay, I'm going to challenge you guys to video. And here's some ideas on video, and here's what I suggest. Okay, so the first thing I suggest as it relates to video is to think about what your content is going to be. So think about maybe 3 to 5 pieces of content and I'll give you some ideas. Write those pieces of content down. Within each of those, you want to write a very brief outline, some notes, what you're going to say, what are the 3 to 5 things that you want people to know about that piece of content, and then batch your videos. So that means sit down, siphon off an hour or 2 hours, get in front of your iPhone. It does not have to be fancy, and shoot 4 or 5 videos. Done. Recorded, completely done. So there's some timely things that you can shoot video on. Number one, since most restaurants are now takeout only, give people the best local places where they can get takeout. So where I live, there's a ton. There's Da Vinci's, which is an amazing Italian restaurant that people don't think about as a takeout opportunity. There's Bullfinch's, which again is another really nice restaurant, which people don't necessarily associate with takeout. There's El Basha's, there's Franco's. So I can already name 4. I'm sure you guys can name at least 4 local establishments where you can suggest people do takeout. It's giving people your opinion on some of the best food places. It's also supporting your local businesses. So there's one idea. The second idea, there are a ton of people like me who have their young children here. He might even make a guest appearance while we're on this Facebook Live. So what are the best online resources that you can give parents who are quote unquote homeschooling their kids? Here's one. And you know what I'm going to do? I have a ton of them. I'm going to put them in the notes here. I'll put all the URLs in the notes. You guys can feel free to take those and use those in your videos. This is an awesome book that I just got delivered from Amazon today. Amazon has unbelievable resources for elementary school kids. And Gil already sat down for like 45 minutes and did some projects in this book. So educational resources, great way to engage people on video. What else do I have here? Think about the different ways that you can support your local community. So, and I'm not saying you have to do this, but just some things that came to my mind were, offer to pick up groceries and deliver them. Because I got to tell you right now, I have been trying to get my groceries delivered since Saturday. It's not happening. I went out this morning and went to the store and got them. Some people are probably not feeling confident to be able to do that. There might be some elderly people in your community who can't get out. So if you're comfortable with it, put a video out there that says, I'm willing to pick up your groceries and deliver them. The other thing you could do is offer to pick up and deliver people's takeout. These are just, if you're comfortable getting out there and doing that, those are just 2 ways that you can help support your community. Also, as it relates to like the takeout places and maybe some local retailers, we have a great retailer here in Sudbury called Duck Soup. They do all specialty foods. They actually do cooking classes and wine tastings and things like that. They sent an email out that they are still open. So maybe there's a retailer like that in your community that you can support through a video. Tell them why you love them and what some of the special things they're doing to be able to support the community as well. On that note, you could do a Zoom video or Zoom interview with a retailer or a restaurant in your community. We'd love to do those in person, right? But you could do a Zoom interview, record it, and then you could use that in your social media. Also, one of the other tools that Zoom does is they allow you to actually go live on Facebook. So you could record the Zoom video and just continue to repurpose it, or you could actually go live with that Zoom interview and then repurpose it after that. So 2 options as it relates to a Zoom interview with local people in your community. Let's see who else has joined. Katya, nice to see you. Guzman, Stacy, Where is Gil? He's actually upstairs practicing his karate moves. They won't come through the ceiling. Linda, I'm eager to see everyone's post. Hey, Durling, up. Hi, Eileen. Bill, love this. Amazing coffee and duck soup. Yes, you would know, wouldn't you? Nune, Christine, you will put this in an email, right? Yes, I absolutely will put all of these tips in an email, and I will give you all the links to to Amazon and to the other online resources for parents with kids, for sure. So those are videos that are timely, right? But there are also videos that are evergreen, meaning you can use them over and over again, that is still relevant and for you to send out today. So a couple of ideas for evergreen content in this season would be 3 reasons why now is a good time to sell. Maybe there's 5 reasons why now is a good time to sell. If you don't know what those reasons are, but I'm guessing you do, KCM, Keeping Current Matters, has phenomenal tools, and they're constantly sending out new information about what's happening in the market. 7 ways to declutter your house this spring. If there ever was a time to declutter your house, now is it, when we're all housebound. And then the third idea is 9 plants or flowers that'll make your neighbors jealous. So thinking about spring cleaning, thinking about re-landscaping your yard, thinking about decluttering your house, thinking about why now is a good time to actually put your house on the market. So those are evergreen pieces of content that are still relevant, even though things are a little bit crazy right now. So here's what I would suggest you do. I'm going to go back and say it again. Batching your videos is really the best way to do it. You know, like, get yourself ready. If you want to put makeup on and lipstick on and do your hair or whatever it is that you want to do, get in front of your iPhone. It doesn't have to be fancy. You don't need a microphone. Sit in your kitchen, sit in your office, wherever you have, you feel like you have the best lighting and the best backdrop. Make notes. The other thing I will do, and I'm going to jot this down, is I will send you an example or a sample of the outline that I use when I'm doing video. A couple things that are really important is that you do an intro and an outro. So an intro and an outro. After the intro, you tell them what you're going to tell them, then you tell them, and then you have your outro. So your intro says something like, hey everyone, it's Christine George with Leading Edge Real Estate, and welcome to episode 1 of Christine George Real Estate. And then you say, today we're going to talk about 3 reasons why now is a great time to sell home. Then you talk about what those 3 reasons are. And then at the end you say, hey, thanks for tuning in. I hope you found this useful. Make sure you have a call to action. If you're interested in learning more, follow me on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, wherever you guys are on social platforms. Or feel free, check out my website at christinegeorge.com, or feel free to contact me directly at christine@leadingedgeagents.com. And then that's it, and then close it. So an intro, tell them what you're going to tell them, then tell them, and then have your outro with a call to action. Really important. So after this call, I'll actually upload the outline that I usually use, and you guys can feel free to take it and steal it. So it's important, if you're going to batch, put your outline together for each video you're going to batch, and then set up your iPhone, your laptop, however you want to do it. Record each of those videos, and then you'll have at least, if you do 4 or 5 videos, that's a month's worth of video content. And here's the other piece I'll tell you about video. And I still struggle with it, because I'm sitting here talking to you guys on Facebook, and I'm like talking to myself. It's very weird. You're like, oh, I don't like the way my hair looks. I don't like the way I look. I don't like the way I sound. I hate my hand gestures, whatever it might be. You look the way you look, you sound the way you sound. You need to get over it. Like, just get over it, because that's what people see when they talk to you, and they love you. So just don't worry about it. Just get over it, right? Just say 1, 2, 3, get over it. Actually, It reminds me of, do you guys, what's the name of that movie with Kevin Costner? It was I know he did a couple of baseball movies, but it's the baseball movie where he was the pitcher. Do you guys remember this? Is this Bull Durham? Where he used to get on the mound and he would get heckled from the crowd and he would like totally get into a zone and he would say, clear the mechanism, right? And then he would wind up and he would pitch. Do you guys remember that? It's the same thing video. Just like clear your thoughts, like let it go. Don't worry about what you look like and just go and get the message across and just be yourself. Just totally be yourself. So those are my tips on video. Couple other things as it relates to potentials to get in front of your people virtually. You could host a virtual coffee hour on Facebook Live. So Ray Durling comes to mind. He does a great job going to Cafe Nero. I think it's once a week. He advertises it on Facebook, on his social media platforms. He goes there. He gets his work done while being available for people to interact with him and ask him questions. If you're not going to Cafe Nero or your local coffee shop, have a virtual coffee hour. Have a mini buyer or a mini seller seminar through Facebook Live. Why not? Doesn't have to be long. Maybe it's 30 minutes. And give them, sort of the top line, what's happening in the market, and what sellers can expect or what buyers can expect. So that's one idea. Maybe partner with a mortgage lender and co-host a discussion on the impact of interest rates and on what that means, on the purchase of a new home. You can do that through Zoom. Again, you can have an interview. You can co-host a video with someone through Zoom and go live on Facebook. So that's an option. And you can use Facebook Live to give people practical information about things that they can do to stay safe and healthy. And of course, we've been talking a lot about this today. You can host a virtual cocktail hour. Like, why not? You can do that through Zoom. I'm doing that tonight with my college girlfriends. I'll let you guys know how it goes. It could get ugly. Okay. Next, as it relates to Facebook Live, we are no longer doing open houses, physical open houses. So yesterday I posted a pretty long thread on Facebook on Leading Edge Discussions on how to host a Facebook Live open house. Phil Vita, I don't think there's anybody in our company who does it in such an organized way as Phil does, and he's been doing it for a very long time. So check his out. If you go to his Vita Realty Group Facebook business page, you can see a ton of examples. What's most important about a Facebook Live open house is how you prepare for it and how you actually promote it. So let's talk a little bit about preparation. You want to make sure that you understand and are clear about what specific features of the house that you want to talk about. You don't want to just show up with your phone as like a selfie and just kind of walk around the house. Think about, what you want them to know about the house that's special and unique. Make sure you point it out in each of the rooms that you're in. You also want to make sure that you talk a little bit about where the house is located. Tell a little bit about maybe the commute, the schools, the town, different unique things that are attractive about the town. So it's almost like, think about it like HGTV, like this house is special because, this house is unique because, you're going to love this house because, and then go through and, show them what's special and unique about the house. Let people know ahead of time that you're going to do it. So you want to send an email out to your entire sphere. Sending them, you can schedule the Facebook Live, send them the link, and let them know that you're going to be at 123 Main Street on March 18th from, at 1 o'clock, and you're going to be doing a Facebook Live. And then you want to promote it on your Facebook business page. So make sure you can even create an event on your Facebook business page. Make sure you're promoting it, invite people to attend it. I would also boost it for, you don't need to schedule it or promote it on Facebook weeks in advance, just the day before. promote it on Facebook, boost it for $5 to $10 for 2 days, and then Instagram. So here's where I'd love to see you guys get more involved with Instagram. The day before, Instagram, you want to do an Instagram story. So Instagram story is, it's blowing up, it's exploding. It's not on Instagram and you're not doing Instagram stories, now's the time to start doing them. So go to the house the day before, do a behind the scenes, either an image of you like cleaning the shelves or sweeping the floor or fluffing a pillow, or a quick video, like super quick, like 15 seconds, of a behind the scenes, you getting ready for the Facebook Live tour. And then post that on Instagram. Make sure you tag the local town, because when you tag the town you're in, that extends the reach. And then the day of, do a little mini video that morning, right in front of the house that says, we're going to be here in 1 hour. Make sure you tune in. Again, tag the town. And then if possible, have somebody shoot the video for you. So if you have an assistant or, a teenage kid who's home, have that person shoot the video for you. So you're not sort of standing with your phone doing a selfie. After the Facebook Live, go to rev.com and caption the video, because how often do we look at video online and it's in the middle of the night and you don't want anybody to hear it, so you can see the captions, and that helps a ton. So make sure you go to rev.com and get those videos captioned. And then lastly, if a buyer wants to see the house or a buyer's agent requests to see the house and your seller's not comfortable letting people in or whatever the reason, you can always send them the link to this Facebook Live. Really important, since it's live, have somebody available to answer questions as they come in. And if you don't, make sure you remember to go back and answer questions as they come in. So that's my spiel on a Facebook Live open house. Let's see who else has joined. Judy Johnson. I'm waiting for Aldo to send us a photo of him with lipstick. That would be pretty hysterical. I think you've challenged him, Eileen. He'll probably do it. Lori, great idea. Thanks. Ann Anderson, yes, get over it. She knows that message well for me. Nancy Dowling, hey Nancy. Pam joined. Linda, for the love of the game. Yes, that's what it was, for the love of the game. Stephanie, I'm impressed you remembered it. Nice. Yeah, I think that was for Linda. Cece, great idea. Melanie joined. Lynette DeLucia, John Cabezas, and Susan. Rod, hey everybody. I think we have about 32 people, so that's exciting. Okay, I did say 2:30, and it's exactly 2:30, but before we end, I just want to give you one more piece of advice, and this is probably the most important part of doing any video, and that is, what is your distribution plan? Where are you going to put this, and how are you going to do it? So I'm going to upload, after this is over, this, can you see it? It is our video distribution plan. This is the distribution plan for Leading Edge. With any video that we do, this is what we do. So the very first thing we do is we get the captions on rev.com. This is like agonizing how detailed this is, and you don't have to do all of this. Like for example, this considers that we have a video editor editing our videos. You probably won't have that. But again, this is like every single little detail that we do with our videos. We, after rev.com, we upload the videos to our blog. Then we upload the video to our YouTube page into a very specific playlist. So it's important, if you've got a YouTube page, to make sure that you have organized playlists. It's almost like a library. You want to make sure that you have categories that correspond with the right videos. We post to Instagram stories with hashtags. We post to Instagram. We post to IGTV. We upload and post to our business page. We share the post to our Facebook discussions, Leading Edge discussions page. we post to our LinkedIn page with a link to it to YouTube. So here's a tip on where do you upload these videos. You want to upload them in two places. One is YouTube and one is Facebook. So whenever you are on Facebook and you're promoting a video, you want to have that video uploaded right into Facebook, because Facebook does not like it when you send people to YouTube. So you keep the Facebook promotion, you upload the video on Facebook itself, and you keep it there. Then you put the video also on YouTube, and you promote when you promote it on LinkedIn, Twitter, or Instagram, you drive people to YouTube. Okay, so that's just a little tip to make sure that you get the reach and the engagement. Then our leadership team is going to love this. We email the link to Facebook and LinkedIn to our leadership team, our 4 broker owners, and the rest of our leaders in our leadership team, and we ask them to share it on their personal profiles. Then we schedule the post to Twitter, to our Twitter profile, and we do 5 and 5 tweets in 5 days. And then we also have a Pinterest account, and we pin it to our very specific Pinterest board within our Pinterest account. So that's day 2. And then day 3, so we wait a day, and then we boost the post on Facebook. In some cases, we'll schedule a Facebook ad, and then we add it to an email. So it's very important that when you release a video, you also send a very specific email to your SOI and let them know, drive them to the video. You can drive them to Facebook or to YouTube. Either way, it doesn't matter. Just encourage them to go and check out your video. And then, actually it's not on here, but the last thing that we do, and this is, again, critically important, is that we go in and we answer any engagement, because at the end of the day, that's really what you want. You're hoping that people engage with it. They make comments, they ask questions. You want to make sure you're there to respond to all of that stuff. It's critically important. So that's kind of everything. It's a lot, you guys. Let's see. Hi, Knock here. Stacy, I learned by experience this week, and you have to download the Facebook Live video before closing it out. The download widget is at the top of the right screen after you hit finish. That's a great tip. Thank you, C. Yes. So with Facebook Live, you have to download it first if you want to get the captions through Rev. I'm currently fighting with my church page to download the sermon so I can upload it to YouTube so it can be shared to those who do not have Facebook. Yeah, I know, exhausting. That's why I'm going to send you the list, and so it won't feel so overwhelming. And again, you don't have to do all of this, but if you want people to see your video and you want to get it out there, and you want, this is how you start to build sort of that stickiness and that engagement and your image and your reputation. And that's how people start to think. They feel like they start to get to know you. The more they see this stuff, they feel like they know you. They feel like they trust you. And when the time comes, they're going to pick up the phone and call you. So that is, I know, it's exhausting, but this is the business we're in, right? And how awesome that we have this tool called social media to be able to reach more and more people at scale. I mean, in the old days, all you had was to pick up the phone and send very costly postcards out. Now you can do it much cheaper and much more effectively. So that's my shtick for the day. I have to get on another call. But I hope you guys are doing great and you have a day. And I'm here for you if you have questions, comments, if you want to, brainstorm, whatever it might be. Hesitate to call me. All right. John Kabis says, I'm willing to talk with anyone who has questions about Twitter. My last job was managing the Twitter accounts. Wow, over 100,000 followers. It's changed a bit, but I still know it fairly well. Thank you, John. That's awesome. All right, guys, I'm going to sign out. I will all the links, and I will upload the distribution plan, and yeah, and I'll send this all out in an email. Hope you have a great day. Ciao.